first oval win. Can't wipe the smile off your face.
Ah, no, it's incredible. You know, getting to that point is, as an IndyCar driver, you got to be the most complete possible. So you want to win on every kind of tracks. That's what's so difficult with this series. And when you get your first oval win, it's very special. It definitely ranks within probably my best win ever. Those last 50 laps, I tell you, it was the worst time ever. I just wanted it to finish as coughly as possible.
Were you nervous? What was going on?
Very nervous, yes.
You had a big gap, so.
I was still very nervous because Canaan, was there, and I didn't want to try to go by. I didn't want to risk it, but I had enough of a gap to take my time and finish the race.
Great. Tell me about that pit stop cycle, that situation with the yellow.
I mean, the whole night, the Menards crew was phenomenal in the pits. You know, I can always rely on these guys. They always make zero mistakes in the pits. So that was that. You know, every time I go to the pits, I know we're going to do well. But that yellow came out at the perfect time for us. We're able to go longer than the others because we're saving fuel, having such a good car in traffic. So we're able to go long, and we caught a lucky yellow, which is good after all the bad luck we've had this year.
In French. Stuff, your crew was on it.
Yeah, crew did a great job, had really good in and out laps, and our pit stop sequences were the key to winning the race. We kind of knew that going in because it's so hard to pass, but yeah, it's just unfortunate that we don't restart like all the people. I mean, it kind of ruined what was going to be a pretty good race.
Talk about that, the traffic. You were stuck basically, and
yeah, you're stuck.
Pulling away.
I really tried hard to get Canaan a lot of times, and then you just can't get close enough. You lose too much downforce. But yeah, they were kind of blue flagging for the leader, and he could get through traffic because normally they come back to you. But yeah, that's the game, man. Can't do anything about it.
So big picture.
Oh man, the car was great from the beginning. I felt like we were actually a little doggy at the start, which is when I actually was expecting that we'd be at our best, just when the conditions maybe at their worst. But I think everybody kind of went off a little bit in their own way through the race, and I thought we were the best car on the track at the end, to be honest with you. So tough to pass around here. That became the issue, even catching up to lap traffic. But was psyched to be able to kind of work my way through Helio and Josef there when that got all jammed up to give these boys a podium. They definitely deserved it. Done a lot of great work with the Fuzzy's Vodka Chevrolet this weekend. So happy to be back in the car, get through the weekend, and post a good result for the boys.
Tell me how you're feeling. Didn't have enough though.
Yeah, I mean, all four cars were really close between our guys. Certainly. One of the in-laps I took a little too easy and we ended up getting us there, but then a little bit of the yellow also helped out the yellow car, which was Simon, and afterwards we just caught up in some sort of a traffic, and myself and Josef really almost had a little bit of trouble. So fourth place, it's a little bit disappointed, but in the end of the day, Team Penske ended up winning 1 and 2 and 4, and it's still pretty darn good.
Portuguese.
Yeah, the other manufacturers were definitely going long on fuel, so definitely something we need to look into because up until now I think our mileage has been pretty good. Yeah. We know with the aero configuration here we just got a ton of drag, man, so we can't do anything about it. So I think a lot of that too is where you burn the fuel. You just you're flat a lot longer than they are. But yeah, it was kind of a crazy race. Obviously Pagenaud made that yellow, which put him jumped the lap on pretty much everybody, and yeah, first in class and good points. We're second in points, 18 points out of the lead, and I think for us we've got the best yet to come. I think Indianapolis road course, and hopefully the oval is going to be a big one for us.
Off to Indy.
Yes.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it. And it seems, huh?
Yeah, I started to turn 1 after the start, and then I just felt that the rear of the car just suddenly went. I couldn't do anything at this time. I don't know what was the reason for that. Maybe the tires were not warm enough or something else, but anyway, I'm sorry for the team, and I'm sorry that we had such a good starting position and we couldn't we couldn't finish well. Thank you.
Just trying to miss miss Mikhail. Spun, was able to keep it off the wall, but in order to do that, I had to light up the rears, which sort of blinded everybody, and then Graham got into me. So lucky that he didn't get straight into me, but you know, it's a bummer.
Tell me about what you were thinking there.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously tried to go forwards, and Ryan got around us. I guess I should have been more aggressive because Ryan made it and I didn't. So it's just a shame that, you know, Mikhail lost the car and wrecked a bunch of cars, but there's nothing I could do.
How do you feel from your perspective?
I went in behind a group of 4 wide. Mikhail spun, caused a lot of smoke. I think he pinned a couple against the wall, and I can see them bouncing back towards me, so I turned left down the banking to avoid it. As I came off the banking, I think I spun and got collected by Graham, but it wasn't very pleasant. I just sort of shut my eyes and hope for the best.
How do you feel? You okay?
Yeah, I didn't take any hit really, so it's all right.
Okay,
thanks.
Seem like
no, I mean, I barely hit anybody. I mean, you know, not hard for me at least. It ripped the car up pretty good, but wasn't a hard hit. Just really frustrating, you know. Our guys work way too hard for this stuff, and when we qualify the back like we have, you know, we're asking, you know, for this sort of things, and you know, I'm very frustrated. You know, our luck this year has just been absolutely awful, and I certainly don't think it can get any worse than this.